Hello. It's been a little while, actually, since the last time I did this. So forgive me if I forget every single one of the controls. Um, like for example, that. So how you been? Good. Yeah, me too. Many things to talk about. For example, how many times I've had to change underwear today. It's been either too tight fitting or too sweaty in the hot heat. God damn, it's hot actually. Like, I shouldn't really complain about it in England, but it's really bad. And I know talking about the weather is the most passe thing ever. Um, but yeah, it is super hot. I just ran a little bit through it. Not showing it 3 miles, but yeah, really sticky. And then, so I was bought some beautiful, absolutely wonderful pair of pants with an owl on it. Now, owls are. I had a lengthy discussion about this the other day. Probably the best bird. Like big talk, they're definitely up there. Like eagles, falcons are pretty cool too, but owls just seem to have much more personality. By seemingly have no personality whatsoever because they're so stoic. But no, they're really cool. They're really cool dogs. Oh, bird. What are we doing? We're going to the Sierra. Okay. And then I've got this T-shirt on, and it is really cool. It's like a Japanese fish, a Japan fish. Not, I don't really want to say koi carp because that's the one everyone always thinks of, but it almost definitely looks koi carp. But it's blue. I always thought koi carps were like Magikarps or like rainbow coloured or gold, but this one most definitely ain't. It's blue all the way, which is good because it means it's completing my look of every single thing I wear being either white or blue. Oh yeah, we have to do that thing. I like the only way to get into the mountain is to be able to have an ability that lets you go completely straight up, because that's how every mountain starts out. There's no shallow road up to it. You know, if you wanted to go and climb the Himalayas, there's no smooth set of hills and valleys you go through first. It's just straight up. T-shirt, yeah. So it's good. I want to see what its lifespan's like because it's covered in. I want to say beads. They're not really beads. They're more like hemispheres, like metal hemispheres that are kind of sewn in to the rest of the outfit, to the rest of the clothes. But they're not very well sewn in. So, although there's probably about 200 stitched onto it now, I'm hemorrhaging, one a day. Hemorrhaging probably a very strong word for it. But, better to go strong than weak, I suppose. Although, he's probably not always true. What the hell? Oh, you can double jump, can't you? Yeah. Okay. Cool, okay. Dark energy. Okay. Oh, is this new stuff? Okay. I completely forgot about this. So, these different coloured characters can teleport around. Well, he isn't really showing it off. Oh. Man! They're everywhere! Well, there's one of them. So, the antithesis is everywhere. I could not sleep last night, so I just thought... I don't know, I'm never sure what to do if you're not able to sleep and it's, like 2 AM. Because some people say your body will get the rest it needs. So just do something, like read. Don't do something that involves using your eyes. Well, I mean, strain your eyes. or like looking on your phone or on your computer or something. Do something that that involves. It's not very strenuous. The idea being that you'll wear yourself out very slightly until you go to sleep. I should have thought that. We don't need it whatsoever. So I was reading a book called The Drawing of the Three, which is a Stephen King book. It's good, yeah. Someone gets cut in half at the end by a train at the waist, and while they're on fire, and also I think he's been shot. Oh no, he gets shot. He gets shot in the lighter, which makes him set on fire. This guy down here, he probably isn't really doing that much to me, but he's annoying me. He's put me off my head game. Yeah, he really is. We need to find more help. Oh god. All the skills just evaporated in the hot sun of not being near this game for a while. I like him! I like his palette. His colour palette is really cool. He's gone! Oh, I like him. They're really, like, sneaky. They're really good. They are what I would be if I was a video game character. But yeah, we'll see how the weird metallic t-shirt thing works out. I'm wearing it because it's quite hot, but the metal bits get quite cold when you first wear it. So it kind of cools you down. But I'm worried that if I sat out in the sun too long, or if I just was out in the sun too long, then the metal would get overheat and I would just get 200 metallic nipples implanted onto my stomach, just melted on in the flesh. Alright, alright. Just roll. When he arrives, just roll. Wait for him. There he is. They're clever because I always wanted to do a grab with enemies in this game. I don't know why, but it always feels like the right thing to do. But you cannot do that with them very easily, so they'll just disappear. I'm really glad I changed to at least in these first few hits of getting back into this. This would have been impossible otherwise. Actually, I do like difficult games, I have to say. As long as the difficulty curve is somewhat shallow. Where you have some control over your difficulty. Like, I mean, Dark Souls, I try really hard, many times to get into it. I'm stuck at White Talent Moment. I'm not getting any further really. Because the difficulty just seems to have ramped up. And this is the original one. I always try and start at the beginning of a series, and it's supposed to be, you know, wonderful. It's the greatest game of all time, apparently. According to those people in the know, those people who are born in the world, not knowing what old school difficulty is. I was born when people decided to bring difficulty back down, make it easier, but now it starts to ramp back up. So they are the new people. These not millennials, like millennials plus 10 years are the new people to be born into hard gameplay. Like the old people that used to moan, like, oh, games used to be so much harder in my day. That wasn't even really like an old man accent, it was just a really annoying man accent. So Dark Souls, yeah, you don't have any real control over the difficulty spike. It just shoots right up. Now that's my opinion. I don't know about anyone else's. My god. But what's a good example? One I really like. Metal Gear Solid 2. I remember playing that on European. Oh, I know what it's supposed to be. On European Extreme Mode, which is like you get killed in 2 hits by anything. Most bosses agree in 1 hit. But I only got there by working my way up. You know, normal, hard, very hard, extreme, European extreme. But you get pride. You get pride out of it because you worked your way to it by playing the same game 5 times. Most people would say if you play the game 5 times, you should be able to do it on any difficulty. And I agree. Yeah, I agree. Blink. Please let them all be dead. Good. What's the point of this? Why? I've got very strong legs. I didn't need that really slow lead down. Oop. Okay. Who's Keyboard Pants? Why is he here? Is it just like Keyboard Belt, like some people have keyboard ties, or they used to, until people said they weren't cool anymore? Which I definitely retain. Yeah, they aren't cool anymore. But they were creative for like a year, and then they were a fad for about 5 years. And then it was a fad to dislike them for the next million years. Right, let me juice up. Yeah. I just assumed this would be a boss area, okay. Huh? Oh. I know. I'm in on this. They told me. The people told me what was going on here. Oh. We may have come the wrong way, unless we can do... No. We've come the wrong way. Maybe? I should have listened to Keyboard Pants. That's right. Okay. What did he enlighten us with? I forget. Oh! Oh. You might get further into mountains by way of Peak of Big Arrow. It's just down. I mean, there was a big arrow, I agree. Maybe it's his secret identity, but I doubt it, because he's standing a meter to the right. Down. So I think Pico de Gallo is like the second newly added area. This is a great time to have a drink. Hands never left the controller. Oh, cool. Is it in the world? No, because after this is the end of the game. So if it's in the world before the end of the game, I'd be very surprised. There's some games that do work like that. Final Fantasy 6, I think. Like, isn't going into disc 2 like the end of the world? I have no idea. I just know that there is the end of the world, and then that's like halfway through the game. The top of the Sierra through the volcano. I'm questioning the geography in this game. Why is there a mountain on top of the volcano? Or maybe I'm just ignorant. I was always awful at geography. Oh, stretch goals! It's so good! I like him. What do you mean, are you my mommy? He looks exactly like you! Of course he's going to be the same gender. Unless he's too young to know what, you know, gender stereotypes are. Or, you know, just gender. I didn't need to put that extra word on. I just wanted to be... devices. Oh, not the colour blindness again. This stuff is rubbish. Headbutt, right? Yellow is the international symbol of headbutt. Oh, colour. No! No! Oh. Okay. What? I don't remember this bit, I have to say. I don't think it's very long. We'll see. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky Pete. Whoop! And a whoop! And unnecessary whoop! I should have saved all the money. But I didn't have to. I question this architecture again. I mean, this is an interesting kind of design area, design space in games. When you get someone to talk and they lose their focus. They need to put colours on the buttons. I mean, they actually have. It's the same colours on the controllers. When you design an area to be beneficial to both enemies and the protag, because this is I will probably screw myself over here, especially if I need to do green attacks on them. No? Who's next? Come at me. Oh, okay. Plus silver. Oh, got to be careful of that notation. That means 2 extra silvers at sea. You've got to be careful. You could be scamming yourself just by being a bit designy and fancy into losing more money. You've got to be careful. Still don't have enough. Don't even need to check that time. Whatever amount I have, I will be at least 1 gold coin short. It's that kind of day. Good. This is timing, right? Why? Why is that sauce so good? Oh. Because it's... But it is not smart enough to go beyond its boundaries. Yeehaw. Yeah! Talking about yeehaw, and all the people who use that phrase, The Preacher, I thought it was pretty good, like the first episode, when it came out, when I saw it. Like, it's very, very different from the comic, graphic novel, I suppose people have to call it, to not look like idiots, according to a certain other subset of people. It's different, but it feels like it's got, if not the same spirit, then an interesting alternate dimension, similar kind of spirit. And we all have Poinsius, Cassidy, but the guy who plays him, I'm a big fan of. Not a big enough fan of to remember his name out of context, but yeah, he was in Misfits, wasn't he? Like the British Misfits. I don't know if there's an American one, but you've got to be careful nowadays. And you know, just by syndication and people always wanting to copy stuff, there is likely to be another country's version of that show. There'll probably be an American one at some point, if there is not already. And I'm still quite salty about the fact that the American Office seems, at least to me, to be, if not more popular, then as popular as the original English version, which the Yanks say is too cringy, which a lot of people here say is also true. It's got too much of a British sense of humour. And if there's one kind of British thing I am proud of, which is one out of a very, 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 very tiny, almost empty set by, or Psy, I can't remember. No, that's the guy who did that really amazing song, I can't remember. Oh my god. Oh. Then it's English British humour. That's what I'm most impressed by. Not Monty Python, which I actually really hate. But with a lot of justification, I'm not going to pull out my arse right now. just feels like Monty Python is to them as memes are today. You could just get away. I mean, they might have been the progenitors, you know, of saying spontaneous, random, or what the fuck kind of stuff. So that can give some extra bragging rights. Not that, you know, Michael Palin is the bragging type, I assume. Or John Cleese for that matter. Alright. Oh god! Does it keep coming? No. Okay. So Monty Python does have some power over nowadays memes because they did it first. But same kind of idea. Just random. A lot of people are going to be pissed by me saying that. But it's not like my opinion matters. It's not like anyone's opinion by itself matters. Which may sound really almost nihilistic. I never know the word. And it may sound like we're all, you know, not contributing to anything. But in some ways it's good that one person's opinion usually doesn't affect everyone else. Imagine if it did. Oh, it's fine. Good. Now this is a riddle. This is something that Jim Carrey from Batman Forever would have designed in his dreams. No, actually it's pretty easy. Was it Batman Forever? It was the one where, like, George Clooney was in, right? The one with the back credit card everyone harps on about all the time. At least in my thoughts. By the way, I thought that film was pretty great. I mean, I was only like 8 or 9 when I saw it, but I thought it was really good because I love Jim Carrey. I'm probably completely wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to look it up. In fact, I'll look it up now and see you guys next time. Later.